Washington County hits snag in election recount. 2 men arrested after youth detention facility attack. And another red flag warning for southern Utah.
You're watching St. George News at 5.
Good afternoon, I'm Monica McLaughlin. An error with disputed ballots has delayed the finalization of the recount for the 2nd Congressional District race in Washington County, pushing the process to restart with a looming statewide deadline on Monday. We'll go to Maury Kessler for the full story.
A special meeting of the Washington County Commission set to be held Thursday afternoon to certify the county's recount results for Utah's 2nd Congressional District race was canceled due to an error related to adjudicated ballots. Washington County Clerk Auditor Ryan Sullivan met with reporters soon after to clarify why the meeting was canceled.
Earlier this week, the Washington County Clerk Auditor's Office set an ambitious goal to accomplish the recount for Utah's 2nd Congressional District race by today at 4 p.m. In an effort to be fully accurate, we have decided to extend the canvass to Monday, August 5th. Further time is needed because when election staff went to finalize the official results, an issue occurred. Specifically, an error message was received that the adjudicated ballots were not reflected in the total results. In an abundance of caution, our office is going to review all adjudicated ballots. The ballots will be reviewed beginning tomorrow, August 2nd at 9 a.m.
Washington County has until Monday to canvass the recount results and submit them to the state. The recount itself involves the race between incumbent Congresswoman Celeste Malloy and challenger Kobe Jenkins. While the original primary election results mark Malloy as the winner, she only led by 214 votes, which is within the margin of 0.25%, allowing for a recount under state law. Jenkins has raised various concerns and challenges to the results and requested the recount last Monday.
Thanks, Maury. 2 men, including a recently sentenced double murderer, are facing felony assault charges for allegedly instigating an attack at the Southwest Utah Youth Center in Cedar City, which resulted in substantial injuries to 3 staff members. The incident occurred shortly after 10 p.m. on Wednesday when 20-year-old Daniel Martinez and 18-year-old Turner Simons reportedly kicked, punched, and threw items at the staff, with one victim kicked in the head and another sustaining significant facial injuries. Responding officers subdued the suspects using tasers, and both men, who are being held without bail, face charges of assault by a prisoner and assault with substantial bodily injury. A red flag warning has been issued by the National Weather Service for large portions of southern Utah, including Washington, Iron, Kane, and Garfield counties, from noon to 10 p.m. on Friday due to an increased chance of fires igniting from dry thunderstorms and gusty winds. The hot and dry conditions followed by these mainly dry thunderstorms, which produce lightning but little rain, create a high risk for new fires to start and spread rapidly. Residents and travelers are advised to take precautions such as avoiding parking in tall grass, properly securing trailer safety chains, and using spark arresters on engines to prevent accidental fire starts. Now we'll go to Jill Paulson for your update on southern Utah's real estate market.
Zillow reports nearly 1 in 4 listings saw a price cut in June, the highest June share since 2018. But they noted well-priced and marketed listings are still selling relatively quickly. Even though we saw some price cuts as of June 30th, the average price for a home in St. George, according to Zillow, is around $513,000, which is up 1.2% over the past year and goes to under contract in about 32 days. Many potential buyers are holding off buying, 1, because they are waiting for the interest rates to drop, 2, they are waiting for the home prices to drop, or 3, they are waiting for the market to crash. Let me give you 5 compelling reasons why economists say the market is not going to crash according to Bankrate. 1, inventory is still too low. 2, builders aren't building quickly enough to meet demand. 3, demographic trends are creating new buyers. 4, lending standards remain strict. And 5, foreclosure activity is muted. What does all of this mean for you? Find a trusted, experienced realtor to assist you in navigating the complex matters of buying a home.
Thanks, Jill. Southern Utah's multi-use trail system is expanding beyond city limits, prompting the Southern Utah Regional Trail Standards Committee to recommend uniform guidelines across municipalities. Here's Stephanie DeGraw for the full story.
St. George is known for its trail system, and now that standard will be applied to all multi-use trails in southern Utah. The 5-County Association of Governments is encouraging cities and towns to adopt these standards for paved multi-use trails. The Southern Utah Regional Trail Standards Committee proposed these guidelines for trail development while also addressing regulations of electric bikes and scooters on trails. Funding for the project came through the Dixie Metropolitan Funding Organization.
Thanks, Stephanie. Little Valley Elementary School celebrated the grand opening of its new inclusive playground with a ribbon-cutting ceremony, aiming to set a standard for all schools to ensure accessibility and inclusive play for children with disabilities. We'll go to Jessie Bang for more on this story.
Little Valley Elementary School held a ribbon-cutting ceremony Thursday morning to unveil their new inclusive playground, something they hope will become the standard for all Washington County schools in the near future. Principal Paul Orchard kicked off the event by highlighting the effort it took from parents, teachers, a playground committee, and numerous individuals and businesses who donated to make it happen.
Kind of a lofty goal, and we were counting on our community for donations to make this happen. Well, 1 year later, it's happened.
The playground features $40,000 worth of fall protection tiles and a wheelchair-accessible ramp that leads to a deck. That deck seamlessly connects to the school's original traditional playground. The purpose is to allow children with all abilities the opportunity to play together.
My daughter Emery had a stroke when she was 2, which left her quadriplegic, so playing with friends has looked very different over the last few years. She attends Little Valley Elementary, and she's going into 4th grade this year. And she loves to laugh and goof off with her friends just like any other kid. But unfortunately, playgrounds have been a really big challenge for my daughter. She loves to play, but she can't vocalize what she wants to do. In addition, my daughter's in a wheelchair and is completely quadriplegic. So she needs a lot of help getting around and assistance playing.
The playground features sensory and music panels, a communication board for nonverbal students, a wheelchair-accessible glider and merry-go-round, 2 spinning chairs, and more. While this is the first playground of its type in the Washington County School District, those involved hope it isn't the last.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. I'm Monica McLaughlin with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5.